Happy Saturday, everyone, and welcome back to the Odyssey. I am Mike Odyssey, and in today's video, we are continuing the series when it comes to next-gen consoles and next-gen games. And the game of today is Super Mario. What will it be about, and how will we play it? I know it's going to be incredible. Let's go over the top 5 things that this game will have that will make this game one to remember. Let's get started.
Welcome to the Odyssey. Hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario, we on a...
Alright, so it's been almost 7 years since we got the last Mario game. 6 years to be exact. In 2017, late 2017, when the Nintendo Switch came out, we got Mario Odyssey, which broke ground and really gave us one of the best Mario games, if not the best Mario game ever, right? When it comes to 3D Marios, we have the 2D versions and we have the 3D versions, the new Super Mario Bros. Series and the Mario 3D series, right? Now, ever since Mario Odyssey came out, we've gotten ports from the Wii U, like new Super Mario Bros. Wii U, and we've also gotten Super Mario 3D World, right? And in Super Mario 3D World, there was something added to it that gave us a glimpse of Mario's future. This is called Bowser's Fury. And let me tell you, Bowser's Fury immediately became my favorite 3D Mario game. Yes, it passed Mario Odyssey just because Mario plus Bowser's Fury, the Bowser's Fury part, it's an open world game. It's a game that you start on an island, right? And then you unlock other islands, but then the entire map is open to you so you can travel everywhere and anywhere. So this is just a glimpse that Nintendo gave us of what they're thinking about the Mario franchise for the future. Now, in this game, yeah, it's you could say it's open world, and it's not open world because you start in a place, and then once you clear that place, another one opens up, and then you have both areas to go back and forth to, and it'll open the world up and so on, right? Then you have 120 catch-eyes to catch, which is a smaller game compared to others, but almost the same size as Mario 64, where you also have 120 stars to catch. But the game itself, the mechanics, the gameplay, how fun it is, the world itself, and of course Bowser, the game is just incredible. Now, if we take this as a roadmap and as an example of what Mario will look like in the future, then I'll tell you the next Mario game will be incredible. So I want to go over my top 5 things that the next Mario game needs to have or will have that will make this game one of the best Marios ever. At number 1, I believe there's something so great about having an open world game. People yearn to explore, to complete a game in the order that they want to complete it. I mean, look at what Breath of the Wild did to the Legend of Zelda series and other games in the past. For example, Kirby's Dream Land Deluxe, it is not open world, but it's kind of semi-open world. You have the freedom to explore more than you had before, and that just turned that franchise around as well. Hopefully Donkey Kong also comes in open world, but Mario, an open world Mario would be a fantastic thing to have because you can not only explore, but you can complete the game any way you want, right? You can acquire power-ups wherever you want. You can visit whatever castle you want and just continue to explore. That's one of the things that I love about open world games. You explore, and I hope that we get an open Mario game just like Bowser's Fury was. Bowser's Fury actually put the recipe for that open world game that we really want, and I think it works well. And I believe that the first thing that this game will have is that it will be an open world game starting Super Mario. Number 2, playable characters. Now, when I mean playable characters, I don't mean just Mario and Luigi. I mean Mario, Luigi, Toad, Toadette, Princess Peach, and Bowser. Yes, I believe that Nintendo is working on this technology, right? That they are actually implementing into a game releasing this month called Everybody Want to Switch, in where users can use their mobile device to be added as extra players to a game rather than just buying multiple Joy-Cons, you can actually add extra players. So now we are able to add more players to a game other than just the main 4 players on the game. So playable characters will be a big thing, and I think it will be a big niche thing moving on in the next gen system, that Nintendo will allow more than 4 players to play in a certain party game, in a certain family game. And I believe this is only going to be more for party games and family games like Mario games and Mario Party and etc. and more things like that. So I do believe that playable characters will be a big thing, and not just the main basic playable characters, because that'll be boring. That'll be the same thing over and over again. I think Nintendo's going to evolve when it comes to adding more playable characters, and having actual Bowser be one of the playable characters. In the Mario movie, we saw that Bowser, the kind-hearted guy, he loves Peach, right? He doesn't want to hurt her or even hurt Mario. He just sees Mario as his opponent, so they have to fight for the girl, to get the girl, right? So I believe that movie painted Bowser in a new light, and it's very easy to have him as a character and actually like Bowser. I actually like Bowser as a character as well, so having him in a game as one of the playable characters, even if it's a temporary truce, I believe it could happen. Now with Bowser as a playable character, I believe there could be the possibility of a new enemy, and this is number 3. A new enemy will be present in this next Mario game. There has always been the same Bowser kidnapping something, not always Princess Peach, but maybe like a little fairy or something, just Bowser trying to do something different or something wrong, and Mario having to interfere to save the day. I believe this time around, we can have a brand new enemy, maybe bigger and better than Bowser. And so this will actually cause Bowser to join the crew, maybe temporarily, and so a brand new enemy will add something fresh to the franchise in this brand new open world game. Even if at the end Bowser joins the enemy and turns his back on us because he kind of had this plan the entire time, but a brand new enemy will be a great thing for the next Mario game. Number 4, and this one is kind of sensitive because not everybody will like it. Some will. Some are crazy about it. Some are not too crazy about it. Some are crazy about it, but unfortunately they can't handle it. And that will be me. I am crazy about this technology, but because of it, I'm too sensitive for it. I get dizzy really quick. I'm talking about VR and AR. Yes, I believe the next Mario game will not completely be in VR or AR, but I believe it'll have certain areas in VR or AR that you would need to use a headset or something to complete it. It is not a thing that you need to pass the game, but I believe that it'll have some elements like little areas in the game that if you have a AR or VR headset that Nintendo will probably add as an accessory, then it'll make it more enjoyable for you in that little section. I don't think that the entire game will be in VR or AR. I just think that maybe if you go down a certain pipe, there will be an area where you can actually use your VR and AR headset, and you will get the option on whether you want to use it at that point in order to immerse yourself more in the game. If you don't, then I believe it'll present a different type of level. But if you do, it'll probably put you in that level and have you play in VR mode like if you were in the game itself. So I think that VR and AR, according to the patents that we discovered here on the channel, these are patents that are documents. There are Nintendo-owned documents submitted to the USPTO patent office, and they are working on VR and AR. And I don't think they're gonna do an entire game like that. I just think that they're gonna have little areas, just like when they did on Mario Odyssey. They had these little pipes you went in through, and it all of a sudden changed into the NES Mario, the 8-bit Mario, that little change, right? I believe they could do the same thing with AR. Have little areas where you can actually choose whether you want to use a VR headset and play and immerse yourself into the Mario world. Number 5 and last, but this one is one of the most important ones, and it is DLC updates and in-game events. We have seen how in games like Splatoon, games like Pokemon, games that have a community, right? They have ongoing events and they have massive DLCs. Right now, we have yet to see a DLC for Mario Odyssey at all. There has been nothing that was released after that. I believe Nintendo is missing out on a big opportunity when it comes to DLC updates and in-game events. For example, we could get an in-game event for Super Mario and Friends that they can complete online via multiplayer, right? With all of the characters, maybe defeating one boss altogether, or just doing something, some type of event. But having in-game events that keep players coming back, you know, to complete that event on a certain date is important for Nintendo to add to the Mario franchise. And other than that, DLC, right? DLC with more storylines, more mini games, something that the DLC brings to the game to make it fresh, to bring it up to date. And this is something that has been missing from the Super Mario franchise: DLC updates and in-game events. Now, what kind of DLC and in-game events would you think would be better for Nintendo to release on a future Mario game? I would love to know what your thoughts are down below in the comments, and then what your thoughts are about my top 5 little things here that will make this game, the next Super Mario game, insane. Number 1, an open world. Number 2, playable characters and extra characters. Number 3, a new enemy. Number 4, a VR gimmick kind of little thing, not the entire game, but just little areas. And number 5, DLC updates and in-game events, just to complete this game and make it a full-fledged, I guess, $70 game, which they will probably get to do if they actually release a new Mario game. Mario is the baby of Nintendo, and if they did it with Zelda, they will probably do it with Mario too. So hopefully they'll give us a game that's actually worth it. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. That's going to do it for this episode of Odyssey here at the weekend, Saturday. And we'll continue this conversation down below. But before I let you go, I have 2 important things I need to let you know. Number 1, never give up. And number 2, journey on. Peace.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better.